Got a pretty cool aircraft on his way home from Oshkosh and decided to stop in at Cape Girardeau for a couple of days, so figured I'd go ahead and make a video about it. So what we actually have here is a Max Holste MH.1521 Broussard. It's French made. It's actually got some cool history to it. So back in the early 1950s, the French Army decided they wanted a new plane to do reconnaissance on artillery groups. And so Avion Max Holste made this puppy right here. And it saw its first use in the Algerian War when the Algerians decided they didn't want to be part of France anymore, which who can blame them there. And so the Broussard got deployed to the Algerian War to fulfill the task that it was actually built for, which was scouting out any artillery groups in the area. But a key fact in the Algerian War is that it was mainly guerrilla warfare. And that led to one issue for this plane. See, what we have in here is a Pratt & Whitney 9-cylinder air-cooled radial piston engine. Produces 450 horsepower. If you don't know what that means, it's pretty loud, and so it's not very effective for scouting out any artillery groups whenever they can hear you coming from about 10 miles away and they're able to just, disperse the area before you can even get to them. Now, after Algeria gained its independence from France, all the Broussards were pulled out and sent back to their homeland. And during the next couple of decades, most of the surplus Broussards were sent to former French colonies or new independent states and, used for whatever purposes they wanted to use there. So a lot of them, if you know about French colonization, about a third of Africa received, some forms of this aircraft, and a couple in Argentina as well, and some other South American countries. But, so it was seen all throughout the world from that point on until it was actually retired from the French military in 1996 and became, just a completely civilian aircraft or antique aircraft like what we have here. Now, flash forward to present day, there are only 8 of these planes left in the world. 3 of them being in the United States, 2 of them being in the UK, 1 in Germany, 1 in Denmark, and 1 is actually rated as an experimental aircraft in Argentina. And I'm not going to pretend to know all the specifications of the aircraft or what's going on internally or inside for the avionics, because I don't, and I don't want to be lying to you guys. But I do really enjoy the history of it, and it is a sweet aircraft, and there being only 8 left in the world, it's definitely a cool sight to see, 70 years of aviation still here present day. So definitely a cool find, and I hope you guys enjoy it.